So we've all been talking about this hearing on November 13th. Um, Today, November 8th, 2024, they come out with the official announcement. Usually when we have hearings, it's months in advance, but anything with UAP and government, it's just weird. I don't know if it was a issue finding a room or what, but it could have been any reason. But for some reason today they came out with the official announcement for this November 13th hearing, and and I have the official release right here. I'm going to go over with you and talk about a few things on the backside, but definitely wanted to show you this since it just came out. But with that said, welcome to the Human Spectrum, and let's get into it. Welcome back to the Human Spectrum. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. So I have this official announcement to share with you from Congressman Tim Burchett's office, and I'm going to go over it with you. It talks about who's chairing the hearing, goes on to tell us the witnesses. One's quite surprising. There's a couple others that aren't. And then we'll go through a little quick background on it. But I wanted to bring this to you since it just came out today, November 8th, for the November 13th hearing. I just wanted to give you the official release from Congress. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and check out that official release now. So it says here, House Oversight Committee announces UAP hearing November 8th, 2024. Today, the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability announced it will hold a joint subcommittee hearing on unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. The date time will be Wednesday, November 13th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, because of the location, Rayburn House Office Building in Washington, D.C. And the witnesses are as follows. Dr. Tim Gaudet, Rear Admiral, U.S. Navy retired, Chief Executive Officer, Ocean STL Consulting, LLC. Mr. Louis Elizondo, author of the book Imminent and former Department of Defense official. And also, I believe he ran ATIP. And the next one is Mr. Michael Gold, Chief Growth Officer, Redwire Corporation, and former National Aeronautics and Space Administration Associate Administrator. Say that a few times. And then we have, what's interesting, Mr. Michael Schellenberger, founder of Public. And if you remember Michael Schellenberger, we talked about him a few weeks ago when he brought up that article, or he wrote an article regarding that platform called Immaculate Constellation. That was Michael Schellenberger. So he's going to be there. This information is subject to change. Please check the committee website for the most up-to-date information. So let's go through a little background on this for those who haven't been keeping up on this. Congressman Tim Burchett from Tennessee, representing Tennessee, along with several bipartisan members of Congress, pushed for a hearing on UAPs, which was held by the House Oversight Subcommittee on National Security, the Border, and Foreign Affairs on July 26, 2023, last year. The hearing featured testimony from 3 witnesses. If you remember, Ryan Graves, former Navy pilot, and now Executive Director of Americans for Safe Aerospace. Retired Commander David Fravor, former Commanding Officer, Black Aces Squadron, U.S. Navy. And, of course, the latest 2023 whistleblower, at the time, David Grush, former National Reconnaissance Officer Representative, Unidentified Anomalous Phenomenon Task Force, Department of Defense. Congressman Tim Burchett also launched the bipartisan UAP caucus in the House of Representatives, which he co-chaired alongside Congressman Jared Moskowitz, Florida. Some members of the UAP caucus sent a letter to the Inspector General of the intelligence community asking for follow-up information regarding David Grush's testimony in the recent hearing on UAPs. Congressman Burchett and other members of the UAP caucus introduced the UAP Transparency Act, which would require the President of the United States to direct all federal agencies and departments to make all documents relating to UAPs available to the public within 270 days. That I did not know. 270 days. So that's the gist of the official release today from the office of Tim Burchett, Representative, Tennessee. So basically, it looks like we have what I find interesting in the list of witnesses is Mr. Michael Schellenberger. Schellenberger was the one who broke the story about that platform a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, regarding Immaculate Constellation, that multi-tiered platform that has a lot of novel devices and components to it. I'm not going to get into the specificity of it, but basically it just monitors anything from space all the way down to the ground and even underwater, based on what I read. So this Schellenberger, Michael Schellenberger, was the first one to break this story with a whistleblower who is, at least to my knowledge, hasn't come public yet. So that's something I found interesting. So maybe that's why he's there. Maybe he has more information for us. Who knows? But definitely interesting to see that he's going to be at that hearing as a witness. So so that's the only one I think that I find surprising on the list of witnesses for the November 13th hearing. So yeah, that's basically about it. I wanted to bring you the official announcement. Yes, it's late for them to put it out, but it's not surprising. It shouldn't surprise anyone. But that's the official release today, November 8th, 2024, for the November 13th hearing, and it looks to me like it's a go all the way. They got the room ready, they got the witnesses lined up, so we'll see what happens. I look forward to it. I do have that interview complete. I'm going to be uploading that soon, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it if you would. I've got a lot of good stuff coming soon. We're growing steady, and I enjoy coming on here and collaborating and sharing anything I can regarding anything paranormal or regarding UAPs and the like. So, and we're going to keep diving into these things as much as we can and as carefully as we can. And yeah, definitely hit that notification button because we have that interview complete, and I'm working on the next interview already. So we're moving right along. So make sure you subscribe. That's all I have for today, and I might have something for you just before the hearing, and definitely got a lot more coming after the hearing. And look out for that interview. It's coming right up soon. Just got to touch it up and upload it. So with that said, you guys take care. Thanks for watching The Human Spectrum, and have a good night, good day, wherever you are.